in a best of 5. And we have Lowerty against Kelar. Lowerty is going Bulgarians. We start with Empire Wars. And Kelar is going Ethiopians, as I would have expected. Thanks a lot, Stick, for the raid. I have a hard time watching your casts live normally, but I'm watching a lot of your VODs. So I'm watching you a lot last days. And thanks for casting all these as well. Thanks a lot for the raid. And we do have some walling efforts for Kelar to start this off with, producing archers and spearmen as usual in Empire Wars 4. Ethiopians, how many stables do we have? 1 stable. I am Stick. Coming up for Lowerty. And Kelar is checking out his base. Scouts already in, alright. Lowerty very quick on the trigger here. Carriers are not garrisoning, but he does not lose the villager. A little bit of dancing for the scouts. They're quite low HP. Armor upgrades coming in. I like that Lowerty is going for the upgrades. Didn't have too much time to introduce the 2 players here. But if you guys have predictions in the chat for how this set is gonna go, post them there. The bets are also open, so you can also bet channel points on game 1. And the Bulgarians getting cheaper and faster blacksmith upgrades are really helpful in Empire Wars. Nice dance around the spearmen there. Kelar has for a lot of spear defense. And Lowerty also sent to the deer. Everybody going for deer. 6 scouts now on the field. It's still pretty open. Kelar not trying to wall here. I think that one was very optimistic by Kelar. And Lowerty likes scouts, he likes the micro scouts. So let's see what he can do with them. I kind of like the amount that Kelar is going for. Where is archers? Are they still in the range? So it didn't do the thing that the Empire Wars pros do. That send 2 archers with a spear directly forward. And not too aggressive here really from Lowerty. I felt like he could have done more there to go around that, but I guess there's a choke point here now. Scouts are not doing that much. I think that wall behind should work there. How's the castle age? Okay, Kelar's already up. And Lowerty's still producing scouts, while the opponent is kind of walled. Not too sure about that. I think he has enough to maybe straight dive here, seeing that the spearmen are here now. Yeah, Kelar, scrappy boys. Can we wall that off in time? But can the houses be killed? Maybe that house is weak. That house is weak. Lowerty went for the wrong house there. Also skirms together with the scouts. Counter the spearmen. Skirms do have fletching archer defense coming in for Kelar now, who still hasn't released his ton of archers, and skirms are already on the field. Lowerty also getting the click up done now. And together with the skirms, he's choosing to fight this. Bloodlines isn't in, but we do have +1/+1 on the scouts. Kinda want bloodlines now, I think. Almost has the gold for it. There's the gold. Click bloodlines, Lowerty. It's not going for bloodlines. He needs bloodlines for everything the Bulgarians do, I think. So the archers are defending here now, but there's some pressure with that, and the archers are at least not forward when they hit castle edge. So I guess that's somewhat of a win for Lowerty as well. Trying to attack them now before Crossbow Bot King are gonna come in. This is looking good for Lowerty, I would say. Even though he's cast behind in castle edge, Kelar's not having the attack window that he kind of wants to have. Bloodlines is on the way, and Knights will soon flood the field, and the archer numbers have been reduced drastically. Big advantage for Lowerty, I would say. Also, villager count 5 ahead due to... I don't know, due to what, really? He killed 1, and there's a little bit more idle time, but... Oh, I guess he's still on the way a lot. Yeah, that's expensive. Okay, this is defended for now, but the knight numbers will be enough. Like, I think the knights will be in time to deal with these 4 archers. So there's also no real danger. Is Kelar planning to boom or anything? He's just planning to make archers. Second range on the way. And probably ballistics coming in. Yeah, okay, already have ballistics, so we're doing that with a cast age advantage. And it's Cav archers! I don't like that at all! I don't like it at all. Not against Ethiopian crossbow. I think this is Lowerty throwing the game. He needs knights. I think knights just win him the game here. What do you guys think? Clever just might have been something he thought about from the start, but I think the way the opponent civ and how the game went, I would have much preferred knights here. I would go for knights over CA against Ethiopians. Yeah, exactly. That's also what I think, Hagi. Hagi also played in this tournament, by the way. I think, right? Did you? No. I'm so forgetful. Yeah, you did. Skirms are being forwarded a bit. I guess it's a mix with the skirms, but yeah, knights would be so much better. Particularly as there's no pikes out currently. You lost to Kelar. Ah, okay. So you also have some experience playing against one of the competitors. Yeah, I remember the games, I think. There was also a lot of Empire Wars in the set. Right? Because you have been also playing quite a bit of Empire Wars. So you probably played against Ethiopians in Empire Wars. Kelar, sneaky crossbow raid to the south. Getting 3 picks there. That's huge. I think it would just been so much easier time with knights. Because yeah, against Ethiopian crossbow, they have all the upgrades. I'm not sure if he has Thumbring, but they're already firing fast. I guess Siege Workshop, yeah, maybe can work, but Cavalries tend to be a little bit underwhelming against archers, especially against Ethiopian archers. He has bloodlines and good upgrades on them, same upgrades as on the other side, but no ballistics. But I think I saw University. No, that's a market. Yeah, no ballistics is all for Lowerty. And better numbers for Kelar, even though these guys only have 35 HP and these guys have 70. The range is also different. 7 range as opposed to, wait, 6, yeah. I was looking at the attack. Corner, so can come back and kick gold. Oh, and Lowerty didn't find them. He watched until here, I think, and that's nice. Hey, Funny, do you want to hop in to cast this? I kind of didn't ask you really, but it's in the scheduling, so you're like co-hosting this tournament, so you're the third co-caster. Maybe for game 2. Cavalries are just running around. Look, Lowerty looks like a bit out of ideas, and Kelar's just booming away. And yeah, I guess this is getting dealt with now. What? No ballistics! Kelar can dance with it! Now Mangonel is forward. I wanted to, right? I think Lowerty really needs to do some damage now. It's 3 TCs for Kelar by now. Where's the third one? Oh, it's in the back. It is 30 to 30 army and like the way stronger army for Lowerty. So Cavalries can kill economy pretty quickly. I just want to see ballistics come in. There's still no ballistics. Wood upgrade coming up. No university still for the red player. And the archery range is being repaired. If you're late to cast Lich, then you... What? if you ate earlier to castle? If you are earlier to castle. Defensive mangonel out now too. The archery range kinda needs to hold. A nice shot from Kelar. Killing that, and very far repairs. Like, the repair animation is so weird in this game. I think that might be... Oh no, it's a 1-for-1. And then where Kelar defends his base. That was crucial, these mangonel exchanges. If Lowerty wins them, he can get in. Probably get the damage done that he needs. But not having ballistics is... I think even doing then. Kelar just has the better upgrades here. And a huge crossbow mass, and he's booming away. How many TCs does Lowerty know about? He only knows about 1 TC. So maybe it doesn't feel as much pressure as he kind of should. With a villager count of 86 to 60. That's gonna be another 1-for-1. Which is good for the defender. Oh, but that could be a big shot. That could be a huge shot. Shoot! That was a huge shot. And he can't get another one, but that was pretty good. Now he can take the engagement with the Cav Archer. Still no ballistic, so he needs to get close. He is getting kind of close. The Scorpion's now doing damage. Oh, big shot on the other hand side. Yeah, there was also a lot of things died. So that shot brought the fight back towards Kelar, I think. I'm in the voice channel, by the way. Funny if you want to hop in anytime. And forward Crepos for Lowerty. Okay, we saw that in the game, in the semifinals, where he took a game from Exorcist, or he took 2 games from Exorcist, but he took one on Empire Wars Runestones with Cav Archers and Crepos with the Bulgarians. Against a different player now. Mangonel, they are not being repaired, not on full HP. Now everything's around this Crepos. And the Mangonel get a shot off. He could have gotten a nice shot at the villagers, but that's probably not the most important one. There's a shot at the villagers. 97 eco KD, so that's pretty close, but the TC count is way ahead for Kelar, so if he can hold this not too far away from Imperial Lich, just needs a little bit of gold. This gold is running out. How much is left on that? Enough for Imp, but barely enough for Imp. Kelar has stopped crossbow production. Yeah, there he's using the market. He wants to Imp here. Could be a big mistake though. That's a big dangerous army. Do we want to invest 1,000 resources into Imperial Lich now? If he makes it to Arbalest, he probably can easily defend that and go on to win the game with the ARP, but the Crepos is up. There's massive siege. This is going to be a very close one. Kelar gone down to other gold to save TC. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good for him. Also another one on nice Mangonel micro. Kelar microing really well on the Mangonels, and that is crucial to make this hold happen. The Cav Archers are in, but the eco has been transitioned to the south there. Our bombard cannon should work. Yeah, it just needs to survive until he gets imp in, right? Then I think it's easy going. He has a big villager lead. If he can have that in imp still. And I really still don't like Cav Archers. I think Knight's Mangonel would have done so much more for Lowerty here. Yeah, what is the imp TC? Okay, it's this one. Nice. Kelar thought about where he wanted to click in. A lot of Cav Archers down, still no ballistics either. Yeah. Like the no ballistics triggering me. Stone walls now? Stone walls now. And yeah, 40 seconds till imp. And Lowerty's not on the offense, really. Okay, he's going in again with one Mangonel only. Another one in queue. He really needs good Mangonel shots! And that's a great Mangonel shot. That's exactly what Lowerty needed to have a chance here. But I don't know if it's enough. Imp is about to hit and the Cav Archers are backing out again. I think he needs to take a fight. Now he's probably gonna want to force a fight. And it's like, why did I back out of that fight? No, he's not going in. But like, you don't want to fight against R? Go in? Maybe? Still no ballistics. Still no university even. Maybe he listened to TRM too much when TRM was going on about that Thumbring is more important than ballistics. That doesn't mean you don't need to get ballistics. Light Cav now. Arbus in, Bracer's in. Still all at home. 2 outposts and Kelar's going into goals. You can see that we have a Diamond in the set. And a defensive castle. So, what are the odds, guys? Will we see Shotel Warriors in this game? Again. With not a low elo corp cup, but so to like 1800s beating. Ethiopian outputs OP, all in shortals. I don't think I mean, light cav rates might come in, and I think then there might be a few shortals to defend that. Not sure. Ethiopians win again? Yeah, it looks like it. Now the other going forward. All in two-handed. Against Cavalry, exactly. And against Bulgarians, like, they will never tech into two-handed themselves that have a lot of melee armor. I mean, I guess without a castle, it's pretty hard to get the melee armor, but... SVZ Shotel, I mean, does Shotel make sense against Bulgarians? Probably not, right? They get two-handed swordsman for free. Big fight here. Cavalry are still kind of good if nobody micros. Ballistics also doesn't matter if Kelar doesn't micro. What is Kelar doing? Did Kelar disconnect? Okay. Lowerty's back in the game. I mean, you probably can't run away from the Cavalry, right? And he was gonna lose the fight anyway. But that was a huge advantage also with the hill. Perfect fight that Lowerty needed. I think micro back and shoot and use the range. And don't fight against the hill. And that's exactly what Lowerty needed. That was kind of Kelar throwing the game by not microing back and forth his ARP, I think. Gotta pick the task, go all in Flaming Camel. Cavalries are backing out again, but we have an even game now. The Grepos is getting destroyed. I mean, do we have an even game? I'm not sure. It's still Impulse Castle Edge. Was a good fight, but I still consider Kelar ahead, I think. Yeah, the issue is he's nowhere near him. That's true. But I did practice a bit with Lowerty yesterday. And there was a game where I was in imp for like 30 minutes and couldn't kill him. So he's pretty good at playing Castle Edge against imp. And like fully upgraded Cavalier, and he was in Castle Edge. And yes, it was on a weird AOE Ireland map, but still. Light cav raids are nice. Lowerty is probably one of the best players to play Castle against him, and he has mobility, right? He has a fully mobile army. While Kelar's again trying to go forward. It's like going forward is not a good idea, Kelar. It's just not a good idea. That's 30 CA. Still waiting for any arms that come forward. And he's just light cav raiding. And that's so similar to what he did yesterday against me. He just had an army that was big enough so I could never attack sitting at the point where I was attacking. And killing all my armies going forward while he like made more army, never thought about him. More army, and eventually also got to him. But he knows when you're ages behind, you don't want to age up. You want to make more military than your opponent. And that's a really good rule to follow. It's something a lot of people don't do. And I think that's the right way to play when you see the opponent is up first. I don't do it myself often enough. And I'm always really happy when I win the game still. When I manage to like not mark it, let's go up behind him. But stay in the game with more military, even if it's worse. And it's villager count is close. Killer's a bit overboomed. Not really, he's not popped, so it doesn't matter. You can always delete villagers after. He's still making villagers at 150. And just ARPs in Ethiopian's late game? the mobility aspect is a problem. Losing that gold now? Is Lowerty really bringing this back? He has 1,000 gold, he has 40 farms. And he's fully committing to castle. He's making light cap. He doesn't want to click to him. And I don't think it's necessarily wrong. I mean, like, as opposed to before, I'm casting players that are higher than my elo now. Even though I'm pretty happy that in training I managed to snag a game here and there. From Lowerty. If Kelar gets up to 50 hours with some siege, it's gonna be so hard to push back. Just Kelar hasn't messed up enough army to beat the CA. He's trying now, right? Now we have 37. Kelar's patience is being tested. He needs to just wait for the upmates. Yeah. Yeah. Is Kelar a patient person? I don't. He plays Boomy in RM, so I guess in RM he kinda is. And patience is also one of the most important things to learn in DM. And yeah, I think he has been patient enough now. There is 32 on this screen. And the Cavalry Archers are forward. They're actually not defending right now. And the machine gun offs are firing away. Still no Imperial Age to come. Quite some villager kills, but that is really bad. That is really not doing much for Kelar. 142. Lowerty's now going to him. Don't tell me it's this TC. No, it's this TC. It's Ripple probably hit. It's only one Trebuchet. How many Cavalry Archers is this? 28. And they're really hurt. Skirm. Elite Skirm now. Feels a bit desperate. I really thought Lowerty might pull this back. But this is looking really nicely now for Kelar. Still like Hussar spam. Upskill bases very slowly. Maybe with Hussar spam and massive raids, Lowerty still has a chance. But his farming queue is getting killed, so that kinda denies the Hussar spam. And he's losing more and more Cavalry Archers. Skirm's being mixed in to do that now, which is a wise choice, I think. Especially with the gold on the map already kind of running out. Oh god, the MTC, the MTC. The MTC is under pressure. Yeah, now he has to try to dive. He's diving the ups! He's diving the ups, he's not diving the trap! I mean, yeah, the ups also need to get killed, but the MTC is... Oh god, this is so close, 70%. I think it's gonna die. Now it's repairing. Now it's repairing. I think it's gonna die. I think it's gonna die. Oh, it hit a villager! True, when you repair like this, the trap sometimes hits the villager. That saves the MTC, but the army died. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, at least we bring the imp in. Kelar knows who targeted it on purpose. Well, there was one here and then one there, right? You just target the one he sees. Imp is gonna hit, but Lowerty has no army. So it's GG nevertheless. Because while we were watching the MTC, Kelar won the fight. Castle now to get some food eco. He still wants to try with the raids, I think. Yeah, getting the Imperial Age armor and no ability can hurt the ARP player. Been there. The phase where I played a lot of Vikings, but there's castles, there's stone walls. Nah. Don't think Lowerty can raid himself back here. I mean, it's 102 villagers there, but they're dying like flies. Like kings in Game of Thrones. And so 6k food bank. Well, what are Ethiopians spending their food on, right? Oh, and Lowerty has to buy food a lot. That's a really good point, right? You can sell it then. Both players are doing good job spreading across the map. Kelar a little bit better. And this is very vulnerable eco. I guess it doesn't really matter. With ARP trap, every vehicle is vulnerable. Vulnerable? Sell a bit of food and go into showtels. Sagi really wants to see the showtels. It looks like there was the king in here, but it's not Regicide yet. They might pick Regicide in the further games though. And I would love to see that. Both have not been the Regicidiest players in the tournament. And a tower rush! The good old Imperial Watchtower rush. To contest this gold here. And yeah, Lowerty's hanging in there, but it's village account. Like, Pop is under 100 against 200. Yeah. Lowerty calls the GG. I think it's behind these market thingies here. And Kelar takes game 1. Lowerty losing his first Empire Wars game in the tournament. And Buddy, you want to come in for game 2? But I can't right now, Frost. And yeah, let's take a look at the statistics. Imperial Age Bulk. That was the fight where he saved the MTC. But yeah, really good, really nicely done to keep himself into the game during, how much was the difference? 15 minutes Imperial Age difference here. But yeah, he was at a back foot. Kelar did a nice boom, defended that. I think there were some crucial moments with the mangonel shots where Kelar could have come in. Funny's not home yet. Funny's also forgetting sets now. Where's everybody forgetting? Okay, I'll keep on. It would have allowed Force to get food if we had a co-caster, but poor Force has to starve now. I'm very confused today, guys. Those mangonel shots as well. Yeah, the mangonel micro was ace. I think the mangonel micro was what won the game there. You thought it was Wednesday. It isn't. Force has to go to Rewe to get food. Yeah, let's see if they started. Maybe I can help fast. I think they started. Yeah. Golden Pit RM. I need to get water though. I'll be right back, help fast with the food and get water. And it's Golden Pit RM, so not too much will happen in the start. 1 sec. Well, turns out I couldn't help fast. He's already at Rewe, I think. But that means I can help out you guys with casting the game. Free for Monday today? Not sure. Depending on how long the game is, we might do one. But I have to play the semifinals of the Irish tournament tomorrow, so I would be a bit worried about getting it getting late, and I need to fix the printer. Depending on how long the set goes, there might be one game. We are in Golden Pit for game 2. We have a full-on Mesoamerican war with the only 2 Mesocivs in the game. We have Lowerty playing as the mains in the red, and we have Kelar playing as the Aztecs in the teal. And get the windy away. And yeah, it's Golden Pit, it's RM, nothing special. Always a bit sad. But it is the other matchup, or the other map and mode combination that Lowerty won against Exorcist, against the favorite waiting in the grand finals. So he has good feelings about this one. And was a really, really nice and close game there. But yeah, the other one that Lowerty won there was Empire Wars Runestones. So Kelar already edged that one out with nice manga and micro and a good boom. Let's see what is gonna happen in the Mesa War here. Will we see eagles? How many eagles will we see? And do we have a mod who wants to throw up the predictions? Maybe. Poor Faust, yeah. Yeah. Tifa with his Reva allergy. Yeah, well, it's a Golden Pit Dark Age. And these players know how to play Dark Age, so we won't see too much happening here. A little scout fight. Mayans against Aztecs kind of tend to favor Mayans. I'm not really sure about who usually wins that. It's supposed to be a really classic matchup, right? But I don't play much Mayans. And I feel like I play against way less Mayans nowadays. It's probably a coin flip matchup. But Aztecs have kind of fallen off a bit since their farms got nerfed. So Mayans have the stronger economy now. And that should help the monks. If we see a lot of eagles, eventually Eldorado eagles, Aztec monks don't seem too promising. And then Aztecs just have worse archers. So the more I think about it, the more I like the Mayans. What would you guys rather play here? Heavy walling from Kelar, no walls, and a lot of balls from Lowerty. Who has the HP advantage on the Eagles? Well, does he not see? I mean, it gets risky because the TC is somewhere around here. Lowerty knows that his opponent is walling, and it is Man-at-Arms. Yeah, there's 2 on gold. You just start to queue them. Looks like it is Man-at-Arms, but they're not making any merit. Is it straight archers? No, it's Man-at-Arms. He just forgot to queue the militia there for a bit. Maybe he was thinking about it, because the Man-at-Arms will not get in. Killer's heavily investing into walls, and he will get the walls down before the Man-at-Arms arrive. So Keller's going naked FC here. Or not naked, like, I guess wall FC. But see, he's gonna make military buildings. But it does look a little bit FC-ish to me. The scout is in. Oh, that could be... Why did Keller leave with this eagle? He was thinking, yeah, get the walls down. And he does get the wall up. Nevertheless, the eagle is not enough to stop that. But Feudal Age hits soon. And it is an FC. 26 villages for Keller. One thing that Jaguar Warrior is a thing in this matchup, not really, right? There's too many archers. Atlatl skirms maybe, but then Mayan double javelin skirmishers are better. And there's eagles. So yeah, I really like Mayan's perspective here. It is hidden if no repeat in this tournament, so you can't assume by the thing. Like, how is that bird not hitting the tree? Right? It's like so much off the ground. And even though it's small trees, like imagine this were big trees. That poor bird. Men-at-arms will not find anything to do. I guess there's the eagle here, so the eagle could help them get in. Yeah, I think that could work. Right? Eagle can distract villagers. Men-at-arms really good against walls now after the wall nerf. Going for that wall up so we could block a house here. But Kelar's doing a nice answer to this. Walling here. Eagle sees that. Can the eagle block the walls? This one can be killed. We need another wall here. Kelar going for it. Nope. Men-at-arms get in, which is good for the set, right? Predictions are still open, by the way. Not for long. So if you want to bet, for example, on Lowerty now, you should do that. The men-at-arms are in. Kelar is in Fuel Age. Very close to Castle Age, dropping a market. Cannot drop a blacksmith because of all the houses he had to put. So that's already delaying him. A loom! He did go without loom. Okay. That's ballsy. Manages to wall in the villagers really nicely. Nice quick walls on the wood line on the gold here. Pretty easy walls. Kind of beautiful one. And there's the blacksmith. But it did delay the castle age by delaying the blacksmith with the wall cost. Well, you could have deleted these houses. But castle age is in now. And does Lowerty see blacksmith market? He sees blacksmith. Does not find the market. And archers are in. Oh, wow. A fuel age commitment. Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought it's just men-at-arms FC. And there's a tower. And there's archers. Okay. Might look at it. Lowerty's super aggressive. Like, this is really aggression versus defense. Like we already saw in the last one, right? The tower will go up. Woodlands, they're safe. But there's still the berries to hit. There's a little bit of berries left. And more importantly, the gold. Yeah, was this walled back? Okay, it was, but it's not gonna hold long. But that's important. That's kind of crucial time for Kelar, who still doesn't have a barracks, which also means he can't go for a range. Looping around. Yeah, there's just no chance for military, right? Yes, this wood line, he could open it up now. He really needs wood. Like, the only thing he can make now is villagers. Because he doesn't have a barracks. The fact that he doesn't have a barracks against archers in his base is really bad for Kelar. I think this is over. I think we have 1-1. Right? And... monastery. Instant monastery drop onto arrive in Castle Age. It's the only military building we can make without making a barracks. Which isn't too useful against archers. Yeah, I mean, there's gold, I guess, for 2 monks. It's only a feudal age army, after all. What a weird game. Okay, there's the siege workshop. The siege workshop makes more sense than a monastery. In my eyes, I think the siege workshop is better. Yeah, the men-at-arms are here. We can't need archers to deny that gold. Archers are denying this gold, and I guess that's gonna make them repair. There's a scorpion on the way and 2 monks, so Kelar can maybe defend this. Lowerty can go to Castle Age behind this though, and he forced a lot of idle time. 1 man-at-arms gets converted. So that way this gold stays protected, but archers are still around. And there is a scorpion trying to free up that gold, I guess. Archers everywhere. No villager has died so far, so that's a really good job by Kelar. What a crazy game. Guys, are you enjoying this? Okay, this gold gets protected. 2 villagers on gold. Now monks are going over here to convert that. Lowerty is going Castle Age. Does he have a second range behind this? No, it's just 1 range. I guess that's the second range. No, it's the second Rex. Okay, it will be an eagle switch. I guess against monks, but there's scorpions as well. Kelar can come back, I think, but it will be tricky. He defended his base now, yeah. I don't... it's also scorpions. Like, scorpions counter everything mains can make, kind of. Right? So eagle's probably the unit that's the best against that. So that's why we're seeing an eagle switch. And they're also great against monks, but that same goes for archers. Siege monk forward in the middle. Not today, is what Lowerty's archers are saying. But they have to be careful not to get converted. Village archers have 5 range and monks have 9 range. So yeah, they can pretty easily convert these guys. Even against crossbows you can get conversions sometimes if it's not enough crossbows. Lowerty's in castle age. Do we see crossbow upgrade? No, we just see nothing flying in. War Scholar? A little bit of gold issues there. You can't stop the forward actually. Forward is actually going up. It's not looking too bad for Kelar. What? Okay. Really good job by Kelar to defend this. They look dangerous as hell. Crossbow flying in. No Botkin on the way. He's kind of indecisive whether he wants to go crossbow or eagles. He's kind of going both, but they don't have any upgrades. Kind of Botkin is the only castle age upgrade he clicked so far, and I guess the wood upgrade. I guess fuel age eagles are good enough for the monks. Then we kind of want to see attack, not defense, but what should Oyen's mains do against Onage or monk? Eagles. Scorpions are the big issue. There's Eagle Warrior. And first I tried to come over to your room with the credit card, but you were already at Rewe. 3 monks here. And we're just waiting for Eagle Warrior for Lowerty, I guess. Although, like, Kelar is getting the middle control with outposts and not Ethiopian outposts now, so he doesn't get extra line of sight. What's that red there in the base? It is 1 crossbow. Ah, I think Lowerty kind of forgot about that, but they could do a lot of damage, right? Just sit it here. Could deny gold. Avalists are coming to counter the monks. The monks do have a little bit of technologies. We have 35 HP. Eagles are coming now. Delete the house. Yeah, we do delete the house. You must go to Rewe? Wait, I was in your room. You weren't there yet? What? I tried to help you before the game, but I couldn't find you. That's a good clear up there for Lowerty. Clears all that up. Okay, now going around with these crossbows. The lonely crossbow in the base is still standing there, by the way. And we just have more monks, more monks. Sanctity coming in for the Aztec monks now. We'll give them more extra HP. Foss says Kelar comes back. Well, he lost quite a bit there. Both players are still on 1 TC, and long term, I don't know, long term Aztec monks are great, but main eagles are too. I guess it doesn't matter how great the eagles are, right? Extra HP don't really help you against conversions. It's rather hurting you actually, because then the converted units survive longer. And Kelar has the middle control. But Lowerty is doing the right thing, I think, going for the base. Reactivated that crossbow and then to it with these crossbows. No ballistics. Lowerty won't ever get ballistics, I think. Oh, he can't. He still doesn't have Botkin even. Oh god. These are fletching crossbows. So yeah, the villagers stalled with that one. And they take ages to get through walls because he only has fletching. Eagles running around here. Gold upgrade further. The Aztec monks are getting more and more upgrades. On 60 HP already. So yeah, that is strong. And I feel like Kelar has the advantage if, depending on this fight here. Depending on these eagles going in there, the crossbows are there. Still, crossbows without Botkin don't really matter too much. The eagles are the central unit. Gets 2 conversions on the eagles. 1 monk goes down. How many monks do we have? We only have 1 monk on the field. What? Okay, no. This might not get cleared. Nice wall in there. His palisade is very weak. Trying to get the scorpion down. And the eagles are in here. Okay, that palisade wasn't built. So the middle is swamped. I think Lowerty can take this one out there. Another scorpion here, but the eagles are kind of everywhere. And Kelar calls the GG. Kelar does not come back. Lowerty comes back, and we have ourselves a set, everybody. GG, Eagles cleared out that in the end. And I was the one saying, yeah, favor mains. And yeah, very crazy feudal edge as well with that aggression in the base. Really good defense by Kelar, but I was really too bad. Thought he had a chance to come back there with the forward, but there's 2 nice clear ups from Lowerty, and going Eagles against this much did pay the bills. Now let me try to check on starving or not starving Forced again, and then we hop into game number 3 in a 1-1 set, promising to be a really good one. There was a quick game but a close game, and game 1 was really close too. So yeah, I think we have an amazing set here at our hands, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with game 3. I'm still muted. No. By the way, has somebody guessed the soundtrack yet? I'm not sure. I don't think so. You can still earn 12 points if you guess the soundtrack. And we are on Random Map Arena. And we do have Bohemians vs Valet. I tried exactly that matchup yesterday with Lowerty. Welcome to game 3. Lowerty going Malay for the strong economy. Malay, you say? And of course, Shimona is here. Oh yeah, after the set I could... Like, people want one community game, but you also have to cast Shimon's Wreck. I could probably also cast Shimon's Wreck after this one. But yeah, probably still 3 games to go here. Shimon, do you want to co-cast? Funny couldn't. Because he thought it was Wednesday. So if you want to hop in to comment a Malay game, well, it'd be kind of fitting, right? We're arena, so we're gonna fast forward a bit. It's sudden death? No, it's RM, sadly. I mean, game 1 with Empire was, but after that they've been picking RM. Lowerty picked RM Golden Pit and won that, and now let's see what happens on arena. Bohemians get the upgrades for stone and gold for free, and Malay, I jump faster. So I think Malay economy is even stronger. A lot of deers being killed at the same time. Just all 4 deers dead here. Lowerty's just let's get the deer done with, right? Tipu says he would favor the Malay. Eli Rush? No, I don't think the Eli Rush is. It's like a funny strategy on hideout, but with stone walls? No, I don't think that's the thing. What Malay do in pro tournaments is mainly play Arbalist Bombard Cannon or Arbalist Trap. Bohemians? There's a big question, right? They can boom and go for their own bombard cannons. Eventually could become Haufnetze. Or they could do something with castle drops and the Hussite wagons. I think that's kind of the general 2 routes that you can go with Bohemians. Faust says he'd favor Bohemians. Tipu says he favors the Malay. That's what the predictions are for. And they're up. And I think we're live, right? Yeah. It looks like we are in an Arena Dark Age. So what's going on in your lives? Are you having a pleasant week or started a week? I know it's a Monday, right? So not everybody is like that excited probably. But yeah, how was your Monday? But elephants from Khmer and Burmese are stronger than Malay. Yeah, but Malay are cheaper. Which apparently I think in RM is the best elephants actually. Or makes them the most viable. But I don't think elephants are viable at all. Lowerty's kind of an idle scout here, and Kelar is going for it. Oh, what? How Lowerty get the first hit there? That was not supposed to happen. I feel like that's glitching out a lot. 6,500 points on the player to the left. That's all I see on my overlay. That's 73% for Kelar right now and 27% for Lowerty. 6k versus 2.5k there, so yeah, good quotas on Lowerty, but it is Kelar's home map, so I understand that he has the bookmakers. The bookmakers have Kelar in the lead here. It's the best elephants in free for DM2? No, in DM it's clearly Persian War elephants. Think are the only really good ones, right? You still play elephants with all the other elephant civs. Maybe not with Malay, but you can Malay elephant all in. It's kind of fun to do. But it's not like in a team game. It's still pretty bad. In the Malay war, that's an option. Yeah, but Malay are normally being picked for going fast feudal, as we see here, with like 20 villagers or something. Then getting the eco upgrades, as they are already in for Lowerty. And yeah, then the age ups are quick. So if you have a build order for that, you end up with like a 5-fill advantage or something in the end. And that is really what makes a Malay top tier arena civ. And they always had that bonus, right? That's so fascinating to me. That Malay, I mean, there were some patches where the bonus didn't work, I think, but in general, they always had the bonus. They had an even stronger bonus of 80% fast uptime. But people, for how long has it been since the DLC came out that introduced Malay? 5 years or so? People never played Malay on closed maps. And Malay were considered one of the worst civilizations outside of water maps. And then at some point the players figured out that it's actually a fantastic eco bonus on closed maps to have the shorter uptimes. And now, since a year or two, Malay are considered top tier, S tier pick on arena and hideout. Even more on arena. So it's so fascinating that even though, even there wasn't big balance changes in that directions, there's still so much, after 20 years of playing the game, there's still so much to figure out how you can use those civs even better. And the meta is still, even without important balance changes in that part, is still developing for this game. And that's like really cool, right? If you think about it. Still have a naturally developing meta in a over 20 years old game. It really speaks for how good Age of Empires 2 is. It's the best that is in free for all in DM2. They're the best battle elephants then? No, I don't think so. Too expensive? In freefall, I think more pop efficiency is usually better. So in freefalls, I would favor. I kind of would always favor the other elephant. Burmese are just the bad civ in everything. But Khmer, I would favor Khmer elephants from the battle elephant line. Vietnamese elephants aren't too bad either. So there's no castle edge click for Yotil yet, I think. Does he have the buildings? Nope, taking his time. So the strategy after that, what you usually do with Malay with that economy advantage that you get from the uptimes is, or from the quick ups, is Imperial Edge and Obelisk. And Obelisk Bomber Cannon or Obelisk Trap Push, like an early Imperial Age. But they don't have the greatest unit roster overall, but in early Imperial Age they are, that's their time to shine, right? Are there upgrades on these scouts? No. Well, few late scouts, so Lowerty's still gonna win the scout battle. Let's take a look at the exploration, because why not? Lowerty knows everything. And Kelar doesn't really know anything. He doesn't know where the relics are even. Wow. He's making more scouts now. He wants to go for relics. He will be up first to the castle edge, even though the Malay. But villager count, you can see here 6 villagers difference. That's probably gonna amount to like 4. And it is with a little bit more idle time for Lowerty as well. But yeah, more army for the relic control, so Kelar is going for the relics. And the bears are also going for relics. Lowerty's still trying to kill that scout here. And has a spearman himself. Okay, I think both will contest the relics. Archer production has started. And it's the Boomy Road for Bohemians. So then we did actually perfect practice yesterday. Because I think I played, like, not as clean probably as Keller's doing it right now, but I played this exact same way with Bohemians as Kelar. I lost the game with Bohemians against Malay by not knowing how long the Hufnitzer upgrade takes. It takes really ages. Like, and I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet. There's obviously the wiki page and everything, right? But nothing anywhere tells you how long the Hoffnitzer upgrade is. It felt like longer than Paladin. It's probably the same as Paladin or something. But it took like at least 3 minutes because it's always green at the top of my thing. And then I was like, okay, now I go fight because now Hoffnitzer is gonna hit. And then I lost all my bomber cannons before they turned to Hoffnitzer. Relic's coming in for Kelar. What is that monk there? I think he has a little bit of problems with his back. And probably a monk suffering from back pain. So he's thinking about, can I lift that? It is the same size as me. And my doctor said I really shouldn't. But my boss is saying I should, and my boss is God, right? So I guess the boss wins. Fights here that we kind of missing with the crossbows. And Lowerty has the arm advantage, I think. Can deal with the spears, and it's only scouts, right? With no upgrades either. So yeah, I think Lowerty is getting the relics. So pretty much same as in the training. Well, also lost the relic fight. Kelar has gotten the one that's right in front of his nose, so that wasn't too hard. He might get this one, so he might like get a 3-2 split. Lowerty is going there, though this relic will be kind of important because 4-1 or 3-2 is a big difference. But I think Kelar gets conversion. Yeah. Whoa, that was a really quick conversion. Even if it wasn't that quick, I think Kelar should have gotten that because Lowerty wasn't patrolling his Arbalest, which was a mistake. His Arbalest, his crossbow. One monk goes down, and Kelar is going ahead in economy now with his 3 TCs. 3 TCs as well for Lowerty, so yeah, couldn't quite, was later to a TC, so the melee boom not working that well for Lowerty. He has an army advantage though, and Kelar has kind of no production buildings once again. I mean, there he has a stable, but... Stable? Ah yeah, for the scouts to contest the relics, I guess. But yeah, stable later on isn't really useful for Bohemians because I think their cavalry it is not on the better end of the spectrum, right? No bloodlines. They don't get Hussar or Paladin, and I think the armor upgrades are really bad too. Where's Blacksmith? And no armor. Wasn't there something that made them exceptionally bad? I think they're just bad. Just normally bad. And yeah, Lowerty did that yesterday as well, like sitting them in the corner, harassing a woodline. It doesn't do much, but it's something they can do while you mess them up. And denies the wall behind you. I mean, 60 wood for a while, they're not being used. Relic split ends up being 3-2 as predicted. And yeah, next stop, Imperial Age, right? Nobody said how their Monday was in Dark Age. We're just gonna wait for Imperial Age now, so... There's still chances for chit-chat if you want to chit-chat. More boom. Boom, boom, boom. 4th TC. 3 TCs here. Siege Workshop being added, so... It is for... It was okay, you did not have to go to Raven. I think, right? So that's the good part, at least from your perspective. Many Ukrainians, yeah. Well, I mean, at least Hungary is finally accepting refugees. Which isn't a great thing, because it just means there's more refugees, which is a bad thing, right? And yeah, the world isn't really in a good place right now. The public transportation was filled. Yes, no, Oven plays great humanitarian. Yeah, very believable, right? More TCs by Kelar. Kellar's playing great boomer. And that's wheelbarrow. Kellar's gonna be first to imp here. A little bit of eco imbalance for Lowerty, having a lot of gold, but no food. I think he could buy imp though. Kelar is first on the way to Imperial Age. And Lowerty's not buying imp. Does he have a market? Okay, market is on the way, and then he's gonna buy him. Yeah, I know. It's kinda what I meant first. Indeed, I agree. What I wanted to look... Oh, what fast bet on? Fast bet on Kelar. So, middle base for Lowerty. He is on the way to M2 and will be quicker. Just melee things, right? So, we're probably gonna see bombard cannons first for the melee, and that's kind of the power spike they need. There's also no army as opposed to, well, 10 crossbows isn't too many. But they are being produced, and now we need the gold. That we just sold for food. Chemistry already... Oh, that's the nice thing with Bohemians too, right? They can get chemistry on the way up to Imperial Age. So once they arrive in Imperial Age, they can instantly start making bombard cannons and don't have to wait for chemistry. It's kind of similarly good to the melee uptime bonus, which also means, right, from the imp click you get to chemistry faster. And there's the Turk bonus, right? Chemistry for free, which is still better because, you know, it's for free. You also don't have to pay for it. Two workshops, two ranges in the middle, and a lot of map control. And that's also an issue. Where do we place the workshops and the ranges for Kelar, right? Base is pretty cramped. He has more space here. Very interesting Civ matchup. Yeah. It's gonna be huge, full-on bombard cannon war, I think. Bombard cannon and arbor. At least that's what it was yesterday. As I already said, I trained this exact matchup with Lowerty yesterday, and I was playing the Bohemians. It was a big dodgeball fest. There's Hufnitz. He's going for Hufnitz before bombard cannon. Well, then he can't take fights with the bombard cannons while not being Hufnitz yet. So that's smart. Look at how slow the upgrade is. I missed it. Like, it's over 2 minutes, right? Can't go back, sadly. I really want to know what the exact timing of Hufnitz upgrade is. If anybody can find that somewhere or knows it. Yeah, it's just a bombard cannon queued behind here. Is he there? Bombard cannons queued here? Should be a numbers advantage for Lowerty, who has chemistry and is producing bombard cannons and is not going for obelisk yet, but short on gold front. But ballistics! Ah! Look at that! The first game, game 3 is the first one where Lowerty actually gets ballistics, even though he needed it badly in game 1. Did he get it in the end in game 1? I think at some point he must have gotten it, right? But he was lacking it for quite a while. And Obelisk coming in now. We don't have Bracer yet, but at least Botkin is in. And Hufnitz still isn't finished. There we go! Hufnitz. I don't know. That's what we need to defend Ukraine from. That's too militaristic. I don't know. But it's a pretty cool unit in Age of Empires. We are still in the Middle Ages here. And that's good, because that's far enough away so that we don't have to take it seriously. I guess. Hand cannons. Why? Against melee. Melee are always doing our bombard cannon. Hand cannons seem like a bad against that. Like, are we expecting like Cavaliers or champions? I don't understand the hand cannon is at all, okay? I think it needs arms. And Stella Hufnitz micro. Got it. Didn't hit. Anticlimactic. Relics are out. Kinda needs to delete something. It doesn't want to delete the blacksmiths getting leather archer armor. Still producing hand cannons. Like, I don't know. Am I missing something? Hand cannons. Maybe they're like good at sniping bombard cannons or something. You just need a few. Hand cannons. Then you get to range to snipe the bombard cannon. Maybe that's the theory. Can't find the upgrade time. Yeah, I couldn't find it either. Okay, cannons rescuing the relics, but why hand cannoneers? What's their range? 7 range against 8 range. So they also have less range than the arbalist. But I guess they deal more damage to the bombard cannons. No, that does not help, people. You don't need to come. All the monks died. Okay, dodgeball. Welcome to Valhalla Mixed Tournament. It features 5 game modes: random map, Empire Wars, Regicide, sudden death, and dodgeball. And the Hoffnits are winning. Not surprisingly, yeah, that could be a good shot though. It's 2 versus 5, and I think the Obelisk in spread formation, why not use them, right? What the hell is Lowerty doing, says Shimon? He could be diving these? Yeah, that's what I just said at the same exact moment, Shimon. He's losing his siege workshops. He has a big base in the middle. Village account is way better for Kelar, so... Ha! Lowerty tried to like, yeah, you overboot with 150 villagers. Look at that 1700 player doing the exact same thing. Is that the hand cannons? I guess the hand cannons are for sniping the bomber cannons. They're doing a great job. But why is Lowerty not fighting with the army? He can't even lose all his army? Okay, chat is... I think you can just take like 10 of these, right? Don't use all? 10 on spread formation? Okay, we're trying with redemption. That's an idea, but the hand cannons could kill the monks. And the dodgeball fight has been decisively won by the Hoffnitzer player, and now he's diving with all. If you lose 30 hours to Hoffnitz, you suck. Okay, Shimon. One goes down. Micro's a bit wach. He's targeting the monk. I don't think that's worth it. Like, he's only gonna lose 1 to the monk. That doesn't really change the odds here. Hoffnitzer have more HP and pierce armor? Oh, they do. Huh. Do we have a normal bombard cannon somewhere to compare? No, but they have 6 pierce armor. That's quite a lot. That means we do only 4 damage. Huh. Okay, that's quite impressive. And we have 90 HP, which also is a lot. Oh, the monks! Kelar Arena Cloud? Yeah. Oh, 4 monks in one shot with the Hoffnitzer. Hey, Django. How you doing? I still don't know what the hand cannons are for. They were for sniping the bombard cannons. Django, can you explain the hand cannons to me? Against Obelisk bombard cannon? Still wondering about that. No, you cannot. Sad times. But still 7 bombard cannons, and we did lose 13 of these arbs. They are cool, says Bricks. Okay. Oh, it splits. I think spread formation is just better. These not spread formation arballs trigger me. And he's not getting single conversion. I think Redemption Monks did not work officially. I guess he expected unique unit from Malay. Oh yeah, true. Karambits could have been a good idea here, but there's no castle on the field for Lowerty. Yeah, maybe against Karambits. That would make sense. I think what infantry is gonna come, but... You should have seen, like, he saw the crossbow store, right? I think Obelisk was the logical thing to be here. Will Lowerty? Yes! Lowerty gets his first conversion! Yay! Kelar should dive this. Funny Liquids just wants stuff to be driven. No, Jimon wanted to dive first. I also don't know why Kelar is doing halves. Yeah. You just do half bombard cannon, right? Against the elephants that will come. Just to have a meat shield. I think. But meat shield against what? I'm not really sure. It's more D, I'm thinking. Kelar is winning the fights to 1 bombard cannon conversion, and that's it. Finally the Alps will try something here. If you see Alps, you make skirms. That's what you would think first, but Kelar is playing 40 chess. Look at the rest. Who has more rest? Where was that? 12k more collected for Kelar. It just had space for army? Yeah, it's like 150 villages each. Kelar's taking the way better engagements. But the KD is actually kind of even, but that's because of the helps, right? Kelar's slowly taking map control though, and how is Lightcav? So, da-da-da, helps make sense now. Melee Lightcav. To be fair, Kelar doesn't need to delete fields. 50 hoofnets is enough. Yeah, that's the exact same thing. I told Lowerty yesterday why I went to 150 villages. But I guess he deleted a bit now. It's with 130. Or lost some. Oh. Lightcav attack! Melee Lightcav! The worst cavalry in the game. Diving that. They're still shooting. They're not doing anything to these hoofnets, so look at that. They're not going down to Lightcav at all. Two-handed now? Yeah, but the hand cannoneers are there. Kelar just has all the counters before the units even arrive. Lightcav versus Bohemian Halberdier. The Lightcav are really odd. Just because it worked against me, it's not gonna work against a good player, Lowerty. I'm sorry. 80 farms for a two-handed. It's the only play now. Probably, yeah. He's been 40 farms. Adding castles. He does have more relics at least. He's making some two-handed, but it's hard to place the racks. But I mean, there's not too many hand cannoneers, right? It's 8 hand cannons, so that's fine. That don't really cost anything, but the problem is, like, food is the only resource he does not have. I mean, I guess that's because he's doing the upgrades for two-handed, but Kelar has everything. 5k food. He can spam. Do Bohemians get champions? I think they get champions, right? He can spam champions forever. So that's a problem. I think Kelar's taking this home. I can't really. I still think ARP. But it's so many hoofnets, right? You can't break that. Without cavalry. And Malay don't have cavalry. So it's a good matchup for Bohemians. Eight two-handed on the field. He's trying to expand his farming care everywhere, but the Halberdiers are taking it down. And he has more space here, right? Okay, finally found that space here. I have actually space for farms inside my walls. Let's go. Or inside my wood line. But it's not gonna be enough to end it. In time. 50 farms. Losing some, adding some. And more upgrades gonna come in for the two-handed. Where's this racks? It's 5 racks. Okay, they're here. And the two-handed are coming out. Oh, ooh, deletes all the walls. But yeah, that's a nice to mix the arms and the hand cannons there. The hand cannons kind of don't want to mix. Stable's going down. I like how you can pick off the hand cannons, and that's important. Do Malay get siege engineers? Yeah, they do. Okay, on this side, the two-handed are coming. The Halberdiers are sure completely wreck them, right? They get extra bonus damage for Bohemians. Malay don't get any but the fuel age armor upgrade, so this is kind of fuel age like a little bit attack from Castle Age. Bombard Cannon is firing there on his own light cap and not on the opponent. That Bombard Cannon might do some damage. Kills one, and that shot is gonna kill 2 more. Okay, 3-for-1 trade there. Owl is kind of trying to kill these things, but Owlins are really hard to kill. And I forgot to compare the Bombard Cannon again. Two-handed are streaming in, but not in sufficient numbers, I think. I would want to be one of these Halberdiers. They're just getting shot in the head by their own Bombard Cannons. Okay, it is 5 pierce armor and 80 HP. So they have 1 more pierce armor and 10 more HP. Too bad you can't patrol the Hofnitzer. Well, you can patrol them. Just not that effective then. Behemoths are so stupid, says Briggs. Yeah, kinda. I think there was a window when not too many Hofnitzer were there to do something with like groups of 10 orbs on each side. But now it's like big mass, right? And we don't get something like Magias, which are probably is like D-tier arena civ, but Magia Hussar could be nice. At least they could snipe something quickly. Still a problem with the halberdiers then. Mongols, come to mind. But against this many Hofnitzer, probably Magada would struggle. Yeah, the 200 are not really doing too much. More offs dying, more light cav trying, but are the light cav just a waste of food here? I mean, they're trying to snipe the hand cannons, I guess. Elephants shouldn't really work either with the halberdiers from Bohemians. Hoof choices just launched Portuguese all over again. I wasn't there when Portuguese were launched. What was different about Portuguese at launch? Not sure. Because I started playing the game seriously after that. That's like the forgotten update, right? The first expansion. After the Conquerors. Karambit. Hand cannons still, right? 36 hand cannons. Feels tough. I mean, Lowerty's like holding his population pretty well. He's 70 farmers now. He needs to somewhat reduce the gold count, and I guess it's running out a bit. But the castles are dropping now. Abgewurz effect on Bombard Cannon was much better. And Lowerty calls it GG. Projectiles specifically faster and could snipe incoming cav even. Okay, yeah, well. That seems like OP. But yeah, these projectiles are not. They don't have arquebus at least. Imagine arquebus Hufnitzer. Or, I mean, we kind of don't want to, right? Bohemians win the arena game. Kelar takes his home map. Still out to play for 2-1, but match point game for Mr. Kelar. Thanks for the code. And yeah, close one, but Bohemians prevailing over Malay there. Window for attack a little bit too late, I think, for the Malay player. But tough matchup for sure. My UHD bases were unbeatable. Kelar digger, exactly. Jeez, that was a lot of gold in that army. Indeed. What's the military value? Let's look at the gold collected. 19k to 16k. And you can see military value somewhere, right? 15k military value for Kelar. Good old time. I had fun. Oh, I was on the wrong screen, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna quit this one now anyways, right? And look forward to what Lowerty has installed for us in game 4. Let me get the code from the chat. The lack of HD didn't help. Yeah, that's true. They're not in yet, so I will take a little order break. And Lowerty hasn't decided yet because it's still on Arena and they cannot play any map twice, so that will not happen. Lowerty will need to think about a home map now. And oh, my opponent can't play tomorrow in this tournament. I'm going on vacation next week and I still need to play the finals or the play 3 match after that. Tough. But I'll be right back and deal with that after the stream. And yeah, game 4. Really exciting set here. Alrighty. Hope you guys are ready. I am. Forlex Sunday. Okay, yay! Finally, not RM, and we're actually in time. 15 seconds on the counter still. I don't know if I call. Okay, I read that. Still played it so much because getting Woobly set up was a pain. I actually never got the Woobly set up, but I only started playing Age of Empires again at the very tail end of the HT, or like a year before IDE came out or something. And yeah, that like, oh, I have to do technical stuff to play Age of Empires. If I can just play the other version, that's also like not that laggy compared to what I remembered, right? First time in this tournament set, we have sudden death. That means you only can build one TC. Well, you can't build any TCs besides your starting TC. And if it dies, you die. So protect your TC and protect your neck. And also, you can't boom, right? TC snipes are on the menu. And chat, help me, but I don't think we've seen 4-leg sudden death yet as a combination. Bets are open as well, so if you want to engage in gambling activities, and if you're not living in Sweden, then you can bet now. Swedish people are banned from betting on Twitch, and because of very strict gambling laws, right? Sweden has a lot of strict laws on a lot of things, and they're not always good. Have I played that in my first round, maybe? Are you asking me what you played in your first round? I think you played 4-legs, but was it sudden death? Who was your first round against? Nitro, right? RM again? No, it's sudden death. You can't remember? Horny Boy Sam? Yeah, Horny Boy Sam is Nitro. Capture a chat, a little hiccup. And we do have a doc for Lowerty, who is playing Lithuanians, unsurprisingly. He always plays Lithuanians on mixed maps. While Celts for Kelar. I would have so preferred to play against Celts and Saracens. But I think Celts are also good, right? It's clear sudden death civ. Wang push, siege push, and kill the TC. It's also what I think Nitro did. And what, there was somebody winning a hideout game. No, it wasn't Nitro. Against Shortails, I think. It was someone against Shortails on hideout who did eat the TC with Celts while the Shortails were attacking TC. Was that Tipa's set? I think that was when Tipa tried to go Shortails. Only bets on Lowerty so far, if I see correctly. And there's a doc for the Celt player. Celt's not really the 4-legs if you think about, I think. Yeah, me, wrong castle placement. Yep. Haunts me to this day. It should. It was very wrong. No, I don't want people to get haunted, right? But yeah, it was frustrating. I remember when you placed that castle, I was like, oh no, why there? Not getting a kill on the dock villager, and we do have a certain fishing ship advantage for the Lithuanian, which is not surprising. They start out with more food, so you can directly go to wood, get the fishing ships out, and then transfer it onto food with them. A little bit hindering the deer pushing here. I guess that's the idea of what Kelar Scout was doing there. Now it's going around because Lowerty's Scout left to find his opponent, which he hasn't done yet. And it's probably going to be Scouts for the Lithuanians because we see 3 on wood. And on the other hand side, it's 6 on wood already, which I don't know Kelp Bill Warriors, but you need Wood for Siege? I don't know. Is this a normal RM tournament? It is a sudden death game, Funny Liquid. Why is everybody asking, is this RM when we finally have a non-RM game? We had an Empire Wars, RM, sudden death in this. Yeah, Foss did the same. RM again? I mean, you can't differentiate it, right? If, like, you can't have a positive on it being a sudden death from just looking at it. Because, well, you can't see no more than one TC. I mean, I guess you could see a TC dying and somebody frantically repairing it. That would kind of tell you. Slash unmod bricks. Sheep man? Why all these fields garrison? I guess it's like managing the sheep economy. And some small walls. Like, this looks like Huang walls, right? This looks like a Huang base. But it's not the Cav player. It's Lowerty doing that. Like the potato base. I think that was known to be used by Huang a lot. Kelar has a nice wall off here. You can just wall off here and then there to the TC. And then here to the TC probably. He's not on berries at all? Ah yeah, it's a water map. What am I thinking? It's not a water map, obviously. No, Briggs, I love you. There's a Kappa. The Kappa has saved so many mod existences on Twitch, I think. You just put a Kappa behind everything and then the streamer can't get angry because it's a Kappa in there, right? It is late, Otter, don't worry. What is late? Your Kappa? No, it wasn't the same post. It's late for the scout. Chew. Oh, I could have gotten the last chew in there. It didn't move perfectly, but he decided to on garrison. Okay, let's see what they do in Castlage. In Fuelage, we do have a reaction not making man at arms. Is that FC? He has the resource for FC. And I think he can also instantly place the buildings there. Ah, the berry thing, yes. That wasn't one of my greatest moments. I think my greatest moment recently was the color commentator joke on Kelar's stream. My best moment lately wasn't even on my own stream. That's kind of sad. I think if I will think of that joke to the end of my streaming career. And I'm just sad it wasn't in Red Bull World of 5. Right? Everybody remembers the outstanding farm villager joke by Nilly. By the way, to the topic of Nilly, I played a game against Syntactic Sugar yesterday. He's called Syntactic Salt, right? He's one of Nilly's mods, if I'm correct. It's probably his second account, because it was Syntactic Sugar. I totally man-at-arm toward him with polls. Because I ran in polls and I always wanted to try it. But I felt a bit mean. And Django's mod? Oh yeah, true. Yeah, so. He said nearly high and not fly like 3 fly. There, we missed the fishing ship. We missed the fire galley on the pond of Lowerty, me talking about my own games. I'm getting too relaxed because I always feel so warm inside when Brix is in the chat. But yeah, that's a big issue for Lowerty. He is making his own fire galleys and he's on the way to Castle Age. Kelar is very close to Castle Age himself though. We're only playing for water, no land aggression so far. And Kelar is gonna win this pond here, and that's a problem for Lowerty's food economy. He has more in the bank than Kelar. Villager count is similar, right? But the fishing ship count is heavily in favor of Kelar now, who does not want to lose his pond in turn, and that's why we have some big ass walls on the pond. And Lowerty needs to get out and find a different pond, because this one is clearly getting too small for the two of them. Dude, why is Faust not mod? Yeah. It's actually a good point. Can mods make mod? Can mods mod people? Boss, do you want to be mod or VIP? There's siege workshop forward by Lowerty. So he wants to start the aggression as he's lost his fish. That's probably his best chance. And knights are in. Kelar's not in castle age, so this could I asked you which type of establishment you want to be first. I'll ask you again after the game. Knights are in, because this is heating up really quickly now, especially because it's sudden death. Knights with +1 armor, and we do have the mangonels coming out, so the Celts are not the ones who are pushing, they are the ones being pushed by... I guess there's no spears, and their ecos look a bit better than Wang. Never mind! Never mind, Kellar's doing a sneaky siege monk to the south, outside of Lowerty's vision. The knights are roaming in here though. There's a mangonel, the woodline is under contention. Maybe Kelar needed a siege workshop at home and not one forward. I don't know if this sneak is gonna work. Really exciting game now. I have to focus here. Siege workshop being denied. Nice move by the monks there. We can afford +2 pretty soon. Lowerty can also afford +2. Has a knight with the mangonels where to protect it from villager attacks. That's very smart. And he can't deny the wood there. Siege workshop forward is not up. The monastery is not even producing anything. I think we're looking at a game 5 set here, maybe. It's looking really good for Lowerty. Kelar trying to go for a really risky wood line over there, and the mangonel can't move in because that is not chopped. 14 bamboo stopping the mango bango. And there's another one. Why did I say mango bango? Well, that's all fun to remember Ponyboy streams. And get in here. I think you just crash through these palisades. You can even hit the TC from here. It's even open, right? Okay, I want that position. That's a nice position. Like the gold is somewhat protecting to try attack the TC from here. And Kelar has made his one scorpion forward, but he's not all in his attack. He won water. He won like the RM part of 4 lakes. But I think Lowerty is winning the sudden death part of it. A lot of monk sounds. Redemption super far off. Really unlucky goals, by the way, for Kelar, both in the same screen and forward. So Kelar has no gold access, and it's kind of hard to make siege without gold. Kelar calls the GG, doesn't want to give us the satisfaction of seeing the TC dying. Yeah, and Lowerty won the map luck part of it. I think right after the thing you're responding to, I talked about your shitty gold spots. Yeah, that's a nice base layout, right? It's so easy, wall off that and that. I like the forward, but it was a little bit too late. And the 2 goals are kind of shitty, yeah. Maybe the pawn play wasn't the play though. It delayed the castle age, and the castle age is winning the sudden death game. So yeah, 2-2. Spam some emotes in the chat. We're gonna see a game 5, and you know what that means. Since this is like the bad Nilly copy, right? So we need the sound. Your bets are right. Fost getting a lot of rocks. And we will see a game 5. Kelar choosing the map and mode. If I have a minimally decent map, I win easy. Kelar tilted. Not a good sign for game 5. Try to focus, man. I mean, I'm also one that comments way too much in chats when I hop in between. But I think I agree with all the people saying that's not wise to do. I still do it, but I know I need a code. There's a code. Yep. So, what do you guys in chat think? Who's gonna take game 5? Chopper. It's not the original really hype song. I also like that. And yeah, now we should have a game. That would be good timing. Ooh, what's that? Is that a campaign meme or something? I guess. They're even doing it one with text. That's nice. Okay, but we have a game 5. Hopefully. Maybe I made a copy paste mistake. I think it's a good idea to build a watchtower on that hill. What do you think, guys? Held campaign? So the William Wallace? Probably it sounds like it, right? It's been a while since I played campaigns. Yeah, I don't think I have any. I'm thinking of a sentence I remember. I don't though. You played that so much as a child? You played the William Wallace campaign over and over again? I just played it out of completionism. Which of the missions is it? They're not in game. Campaigns. What? Huh? Why do I only have these campaigns? Oh, I need to go to Europe. Which one is it? Research and technology. Isn't that like the most boring one? Rumors creep in. Can you cheat in the campaigns? The English use I don't think that's the one of Van Island. The first battle, yeah, okay, the Battle of Stirling. Yeah, I see that. The 2 battle ones are the only interesting ones, right? Okay, yeah, there's an island. What did you do with that? Okay, there's the dead tree, I see. But I don't want to miss the game 5, so I'm gonna go back. Check out what we have. Conquer it, man. I have to watch an island's Regicide game 5. Nice. And here, there is Funny Liquid complaining that we're only seeing RM in this tournament, and they're playing actually all the modes in this one. I mean, I guess we saw 2 RM games picked. Regicide Islands, I like it. Also, I really like the pick because I think it's super underexplored what a good build order is for Islands Regicide. We saw it before. I think Kelar had to play it in set before. Wasn't it Huggy picking it? I think Huggy picked it against Kelar. And who's picking that now? Keller's picking that, right? So yeah, he probably had something figured out for that one. The funny thing is, I actually told Lowerty you might want to pick Islands Regicide. Because I think it's something where you can figure out a build order and have an edge. And he said no. Gonna bite you. Listen to the order. Faust! God damn it, why is nobody listening? And with nobody, I'm only talking about Faust and Funny. Ports? Probably. I think Kelar even played ports. No, Huggy played ports. I think Kelar played Vikings in that set. Oh, wait a second. They're still not starting. Let's look for more funny AE2 songs. Oh, that's the classic one, I think. It's Regicide Islands first. It's on the screen. Ah yeah, do you want to be VIP or what? Greatest matchup Ethiopians against Portuguese. Would also be great if they started. The two most powerful strategies in the game. They're not. Otherwise you guys would have won 2-0 earlier today. But it could be execution. Poor player to a wall of Victoria against the shuttle. I think Victoria got nerfed in that regard. They lost armor. It's so funny that, like, we gotta nerf Victorias. How do we nerf them? Let's take a little bit of armor away from them. I think we're in. Game 5. 45 seconds, game 5. They're supposed to do spec delay, so it's good they're doing spec delay. Yeah, we don't see Portuguese. Sad times. Italians against Vikings. No Ethiopians, obviously. I mean, Kelar can't pick them, right? He already played them in game 1. And there will not be Portuguese in the set. Did we already nerf them by cutting the HP into a third? That's the nerf I meant. But, like, does it really nerf Victoria if they have less HP or less armor? I like Dave guess to Victoria brought about making them squishy, like 10,100 HP or so. That's the direction they already went. And I don't think it changes much. You just put them in the back of your base. I think you should put them back to the lower research generation they had before. But let's stop talking about Victorias. We're in game 5. We will decide who is going to be top 4 in Valhalla Mixed Tournament. And top 4 doesn't earn you money. I think top 3 earns you money. So yeah, only the winner of this only one set away from getting a cash prize here. And we do have Lowerty playing the Vikings in the red. And we do have Kelar going Italians in the teal. Cheaper uptimes could be really helpful at getting castle edge quickly, I think. And getting boats out. But I like Vikings. I think in Regicide, feudal age water isn't too big. Because there's a lot of FCs. And Vikings is probably the top pick. Because, well, Viking longboats kill caravels. No, wait, they lose to caravels. Portuguese would have been really good if Kelar picked Portuguese. I like bombard cannons so good against rams. Yeah, that would also help, right? Nerfing bombard cannons like Arquebus bombard cannon. Yeah. Or just get rid of bombard towers in the game. I think that's the best solution. Yes, and Spain and Korean. Yeah, but they don't counter Portuguese, so Portuguese would have done more. Portuguese don't counter Spanish? No, I wouldn't say so. Like, but Spanish aren't too great. Are you just listing water sieves now? Portuguese would have been better, but Portuguese aren't great against cannon galleons. And not necessarily with Persians. I think Portuguese are really bad against Saracens. Saracens counter Portuguese, I would say. Burmese on islands. Yes, you can see relics. That's gonna matter. There's always a middle relic on the middle island. Let's look at the build orders. Castle Age is coming for Lowerty with 19 villagers, and Kelar is not going up yet. He's good 2 more villagers, which might be a little bit excessive. He already has 7 fishing ships. I think he has to click up here. Front dock for Lowerty. So, ballsy play with the Vikings, even though he can't make fire galleys. And 2 docks for Kelar. So Kellar's going for the Ultra Fish Boom. But he needs to send a gold and click up. I think he has way too many on food now and way too many on wood for a Regicide game. You can, with the extra wood that you have at the start, you can make a ton of fish. So I like that about Kellar's strat. I feel like he might be a little late. Well, he needs wood for the building still. He maybe overmade fish a bit. There we are on gold, but he can't afford a mining camp. Will be tough for Kelar to afford the buildings. For Castle Age. Lowerty's scouting, and he confirms there's no front dock, so he's pretty... Well, there's no front dock here, but I think he can be pretty confident that he doesn't have to fear fuel edge water aggression now. Still be one here, but yeah, he saw a house here and no dock there. So, and also no fuel edge, right? So it's not gonna be any fuel edge action here. Milling the hunt, interesting. The king can push deer, if you didn't know that. And we do see blacksmith. But where's the second building? Nobody? Where's your market? Show me your market. There's the market. A bit late. And it's gonna have to move this villager. He had the wood. I don't know why I didn't place the market directly. Kelar is not in fuel edge and still lacking gold. But he's probably gonna have the gold once he has placed the buildings, and he has the wood. So it shouldn't be too far behind. He would have been quite a bit behind though with that market being up that late. And Lowerty has enough wood for another dock, so I expect more docks and longboats. And I kinda... Oh no, Kelar, never mind. Kelar needs less gold, these Italians. But he still needs the buildings. I kinda like Lowerty's position here. Longboats? What do Italians do against longboats? Fast fires? Italians are pretty good against Vikings because, like, they get a cheaper upgrade to fast fires. And if they reach imp, fast fires can do well, I think. Oh no, that was versus caravels. God, I haven't played water in so long. It's galleys for now for Kelar. It's gonna be longbirds in 110. So we're gonna see war galley against longbirds. And Cal maybe landing. I mean, it's not sun death, but you can go for a king snipe maybe. I don't know. Just land traps and like cav archers or something. Could be a possibility. But I think later on, first it's gonna be water fight, and I kind of favor the Vikings here with the cheaper docks, with the longbirds. And we do have 3 docks for both players, back docks for Kelar, front docks for Lowerty. So a bit more confidence on the red side of the map, but it is way higher fishing ship count for Kelar. So that's gonna give him quite a significant lead to Imperial Age. The castle is in a nice place to protect the front of the base. It protects the TC better than Kelar's. So from the castle placements, I like Lowerty's map more. Kelar has nice back resources though. I guess the resources are fine for Lowerty as well. The longboats are out. At least one longboat for Galley is the unit of choice for Kelar here. And if he can keep his fish alive with the Italian cheap Imperial Age, might be a chance of king sniping something. Oh, it's not sudden death. Why did I talk about if the castle protects the TC? Brick said it's late, right? No Botkin yet for Lowerty. Really needs Botkin. It's kind of lacking the gold for that. Botkin is in for the Italian player. Let's see the wall of fight. Both are backing out. And there's a little scout made up here. Lowerty has scouted more of the island shape there. Kelar kinda has no clue. He doesn't even know where a dock is. So scouting advantages for Lowerty, but the fishing ship advantage is only at 3 fishing ships as opposed to 12. So Kelar can pull ahead in eco massively here. And I think that's his advantage that he has right, or his win condition. It's Imperial Age, Fast Fire, and Canagain. Or I guess just make it to Galleon quicker. Because I'm still unsure about how Fast Fires do against Castle Age longboats. I think they should do good. But they're better against caravels. I think they're the counter to caravels. And that's the problem why Vikings lose to Portuguese, because they don't have fire ships. Against dragon boats, I think your best bet is actually Galleon. If I remember. But it's been a while that I thought about that. You don't get to cast much islands these days. So far both are just building fleet, right? Typical island stuff. The big thing is Lowerty is a bit on the fish here. At least he knows where it is. But the production is also there, so it gets fought back. 12 long to 10. So even though it looks like this fleet is bigger, right, than this fleet, this is actually the bigger fleet. That's the nice thing about longboats. They stack up, so it's really hard to judge how many there are. And it's also really nice for Galleon versus Galleon fights that they have smaller hitbox. Or for fights against Galleons that they have smaller hitbox. It's a bit dangerous with demos, but the damage output against demos is really nice. So if microed properly, also they have more speed, I think. 1.54 on these, 1.43 there, yeah. That's why we're getting careening here for Kelar. Oh no, careening isn't the speed one, it's the armor one. We do have Botkin in now, but I don't think we have careening on these things yet. Nah, no armor. It is still 14-11, so Lowerty is taking the lead on water here. There is a little bit of loop around there. Spinach from Kelar. Nobody seems to be interested in a landing. Both are building houses to defend against the landing. You can see Relic's tactical advantage. Yeah, big one. Why is Lowerty going back that much? I think he has a superior army. I mean, yeah, careening is dead. There's 6+1 armor, 6+0 on that. But I think Kelar is also like, or Lowerty is also falling into the trap of the longboats. They look like it's less ships, but he actually has more. 130 to 135 HP, so that's pretty comparable. The attack is full, but the longboats fire faster. And they have additional arrows. Another TC for Kelar. Okay, it's not fast imping. Still has sheep. He's adding a TC on gold, I guess. So it's just about more fleet. I'm not really sure if you need more villagers. He has a villager lead already. I guess booming is the best option you have if your fleet is weaker. Look at the longboats shredding the Italian shipperinos here. Oh, big HP advantage. That's the power of Vikings, guys. They don't even have... He has worse upgrades, right? He has no careening versus careening. Still, the longboats are just completely wrecking these things. Like, he barely even lost anything. He still has 15 longboats there. And now it's time to kill the fish. And yes, he's trying to kill the fish. Okay, let's try to kill the fish. But there is no fish. There's 2 farms, 1 village on berry, and 3 fish. This is complete castle age all-in from Lowerty. And so far it's working. Not investing into TCs, not investing into anything. Not even into careening, it's just more longboats. Demo shots could change the picture. And I think there was a big demo shot that we missed because it's only 8 longboats anymore. Demos are kind of the last resort option, and I think they did work because it was 14 a while ago. I guess that's 2 here, so it was 12. Could have been just normal damage to a pretty low HP. Now it is 7. And yeah, what do you guys think? What's the way for Kelar to come back here? Is it demos? More longboats. It's just full-on longboat spam. It's a pretty simple, straightforward strategy by Lowerty. He's adding a second TC now. Eco's still pretty close. He did kill 12 fishing ships. And Horskola feels bad. Having to go for Horskola, I mean, having to go for farms feels bad. Demos for sure. If that won't work, then more demos, yeah. That's also what I think, but longboats are pretty good against demos, and they are fast, right? Especially on, like, it's not on a, like, big lake, I guess. Or on the ocean. Longboats with their mobility have a good time. And Lowerty's having a good time with them. Another fight. But also, like, they're all together, right? You move them in, you attack. You attack move. You move them out, you attack move. You move in, you attack move. And everything, right? And the war galleys, even though they have the same range, technically, they have a hard time getting into range because, like, the hitboxes are so big. They're not... I mean, they're still overlapping and still looks ridiculously bad with the ships. So that's just into vampires too. Well, the longboats, yeah, you can, like, imagine that in reality, right? Imagine Vikings having a longboat over a longboat over a longboat, and always some Viking berserker guys holding the next longboat. That's so ridiculously unrealistic. But yeah, they can shoot all at the same time while these guys can't, and that's why the longboats are winning all the fights. And Kelar's not making any demos. He just has this fleet moving around, keeping Lowerty at home, I guess. And he's hoping to get Imperial Age. He has 25 food gatherers, so that's his chance. 3 TCs, farming eco over here. And I don't know why Lowerty is not pushing more. He has a far superior army. It's 29 longboats against 23 galleons. The Lowerty really needs to make something happen. He's getting ballistics. Oh, I guess because he doesn't have ballistics and Kelar has ballistics. Lowerty had ballistics. Still doesn't want to take... I think even without ballistics, the longboats would win. Now he has ballistics. Now Lowerty needs to go attack. If he lets Kelar go to imp, he loses this game 5. But I think he should just sink the fleet. Surround the island, kill the eco. Lowerty's too cautious here. Imperial Age is on the way for Kelar. Please take a fight, Lowerty. Okay, he is taking a fight now. He has ballistics. Finally getting careening. One player is getting imp, the other one's getting careening. Longboats are following these guys, but Imperial Age is the looming factor. Galleon might save Kelar here. And yes, there's the demos, there's the demos, there's the chance for Kelar to stay in the tournament. The demo, the demo, the demo! No! Demo hits! And that one gets defended. Now we're microing back. More demos are on the way. It's really stressful place for Lowerty's fleet to be in right now. And there's one in this dock, one there. He's backing away, but that means Imperial Age is gonna hit. It's not like Imperial Age would be devastating, but Lowerty then needs Imp himself. And What is doing the thing again where he's always producing more army? He stopped making longbows. So I think Lowerty is thinking about Imperial Age and adding Canning Gain. Too afraid of the demos. Maybe he's trying to loop around this way, where there's no docks with demos. Kelar is not gonna see that. Okay, no, he is gonna see that because they're here. Some eco upgrades coming in. Still super far away from Imperial Age for Lowerty. I was kind of afraid Kelar was gonna call it earlier, but Lowerty was too indecisive. Now Galleon Braids are coming in. So Kellar's not in a bad spot right now. Heavy market reaction. Kellar's selling wood to make the prices worse for Lowerty. Kelar actually bought food. Is he intentionally using the market to block off Lowerty from the market? I really do want to know that in the interview. That would be so 340 chests. But definitely not 40 chests. Wasting all the demos on the board, on the dock. We shouldn't compliment Kelar too much. But it works for Lowerty to be on the way to him. He just needs to hold out and hold up his longboat numbers until he can get elite longboat. There's also dry dock coming in now. I have no clue how much the elite longboat upgrade is, so let me check. Where is it here? Pretty much 750 food and 475 gold. But probably Bracer's already gonna help a lot. He's losing docks, but he's rebuilding 5 more docks at the back. And yeah, while we're done, where we can't do anything at the front, the longboats are gonna loop around to the back. And that's probably gonna do more eco damage here than Kelar can do. Really close, really close game 5, by the way. Amazing set. Compliments to both players. 1 minute away from Imperial Age for Lowerty. And Villager killed some farm eco. Not that food is too important after you click Imp. I guess it is important for something like shipwright. But yeah, Italians actually as if they can afford shipwright usually. So yeah, it matters the food eco for that. Look at Lowerty's reds. You can buy Imp all over again. And you know what that means? Elite longboat. Probably clicked right away. There it is. Elite longboat and bracer. And that's trouble for Kelar. Let's see the demos. Where are the demos? Making galleons? Not making demos in these docks. But Lowerty also doesn't want to take a fight 37 minutes before elite longboat. So it's quite a bit risky here. Very low HP fleet as well. Military numbers are still better for him. Does he have a second? Yeah, he has a second fleet there. And when elite longboat hits, what do Italians do? I mean, yeah, he's gonna kill this fleet. It's trapped. But he just has to move around now. Elite longboat is in. Doesn't have a nice effect. But we have elite longboat now, so this is 11 attack versus 11 attack. And a lot of faster firing there, right? These ships are faster because they have tried. What? Kelar, what? Sorry, Lowerty, what? A little bit miss micro, but nice catch from Kelar to surround the fleet. Longboats don't really seem to have the better stats here. I think it's the fire rate difference. Does it say the fire rate? Seconds between attacks 3. Seconds between attacks 3 as well. But the multiple arrows thing then, right? Basic accuracy 100? I don't know, but longboats kill galleons, okay? Longboats are really strong. Even though there's no stats for it. And it's elite longboat, and Also the stacking thing, right? That isn't reflected in stats for sure. I explained it earlier. The extra arrows makes a difference. Yeah, and the stacking, right? The smaller hitbox, so it's easier for all of the ships to attack at the same time. And that's big in these water fights. And there's a pause. We have shipwright coming in for Kelar. Let me look in game what they're saying. Lowerty says sorry, Sack. Okay. What do you think? Who's winning? Who would you bet on right now to win the game 5 while we wait for them to resume? There's a transport ship. I think Lord is thinking about a king snipe. Gains are more cost effective. The extra arrow makes the difference, but its marginal gains do match up decently. Even against elite longbow? Asher says Lowerty, Tipper says Kelar. Okay, speaks for the set we have at our hands. Looks like longer pause. Was there more chat? I'm gonna take a leak real quickly, and we don't have to pause before the interview. Let me pause on my end. Alright, let's watch if they resumed. They did! So, the epic conclusion of who is gonna make it to the top 4 in Valhalla Mixed Tournament. No, Kelar just needs to sprinkle fire ships now, says Funny Liquid. Okay, I talked about fast fires earlier. He has shipwright, that's huge. Makes his ships a lot cheaper. And nobody has made the dip into the Cannon Galleon pond yet. There's Rider coming up and Town Watch. So Kelar, Lowerty is worried about a landing. And front docks now coming for Kelar. And there is the Cannon Gains. I don't know, my money's still on Lowerty more. I really like dragon ships. Or longboats. They're not called dragon boats anymore. I know it's more historically accurate and everything, but hey, dragons are cool, alright? There's a transport. Maybe it's for a neutral island castle? It's probably for a landing though. Does he have teched anything? Probably archers. Oh no, it's for taking the stone, I guess? Nobody's taken the relics yet. No relics have been taken at all. There's a cannon galleon. Both sides have chemistry, yeah. Ship numbers are really close. With Drydock in, these longboats are also faster, so longboats can choose the fights here. Should choose to fight with all of them though. Kangan is going around here. There's only houses, but I guess it's the only way it can go. And there is forging, so Kelar is thinking about a landing. And what do Italian villagers say? Ah, come on, the other one. Ah, I guess they only say it when they build. When do they say condo? God damn it. 24, 41. That's the rest of his longboats. Okay, I guess in production. Can again work in the house. Oh, actually, the bet do something. Kelar is housed if he loses some houses. Two houses lost and Kelar's housed. Killing houses, man. OP every time. Oh, Kelar sends villagers to the gold island in the middle. But the longboats are on it. That cannon again is gonna die before I can kill the monastery, which doesn't hold a relic yet. Killing houses! Keep killing houses! That was very effective. But I think Kelar's taking the better engaged 44 ships. It's so deceiving with longboats. It's still almost the same number of longboats. But the edge people is better for the galleons. Castle now for Lowerty there to probably trap the middle island. I don't think that's in range. I think it's just his castle that is in range. Something to retreat to, I think. HP pool is looking better for Kelar, who also has some ships around here. Trying to go for this around there with there and there. Kinda think that's going into the favor of Kelar here. Who's not sprinkling in fire ships. But it's just winning with galleons. And I heard people say galleons are the answer. That's under there now. Do we have heated shot? They left the castle too quickly. Lowerty won that part of the fight though. So now, military advantage for Lowerty, but this castle can trap this castle. I don't think the traps from here will reach. One cannon galleon will be lost. They fixed their housing problems with the castle at least. Another castle coming up here. Where is the relics on Kelar's Island? There's one very much in the back. And the other one is in the hands of a monk. Well, we do have a very forward one. Hard to take one here for Lowerty. And let's see if the trap reaches. I don't think it does. Well, it's just gonna die to the boats. Yeah, that castle was really bad. Because that castle is just getting killed. And it can't kill this. Because you can probably only reach here. And not the castle. But now two sides there. Villager landing. And the villagers are actually tanking arrow fire. So Lowerty has to decide whether he wants to ship fight. Which is probably more important. Or defend the landing. And he's winning the ship fight though, and yeah, there's a cannon galleon, so what are you gonna build? And it's building a gift. I think, Lord, this is really good fight for Lowerty. Demo ships aren't really great against longboats. And yeah, it's so deceptive, right? Look, like so many ships that Kelar had there. The landing has been defended, that castle is even unnecessary. I don't know why he rolled that. I guess then that flank is defended, but it could have been closer to the shore, would have been more useful. Now, that was a really nice fight. KD turning massively into the favor of Lowerty now. He's wasting cannon guns everywhere, though. I don't really like that. That's also a second castle for your king to run, maybe. That castle is going down. Little trap war over here. The cannon galleon is shooting at the castle. I think it should have shot at the trap. He's gonna lose that castle because the cannon galleons didn't shoot the traps. But it's small mistakes, right? A lot going on right now. Wait, what is that teal in the back there? He actually managed to survive with villagers. Oh god! Now he has noticed that there's 2 racks in his base and condos are being made. What a comeback? There's raids! I don't know. What a comeback by whom? I mean, are we talking about even 26 versus 31? Oh god. He's fighting under castle fire. He has stuff in his base. I think Kelar's winning. God, this is changing so much. What a really close game. He's driving down that castle though. The condos are there. Is there any military he can make berserks? He has a perfect unit to counter the condos out from his castles. Why is he not going for berserks? No gold! The gold is empty. He wasted too much on cannon galleons, I think. Kelar's still taking gold. He has the middle island. Not for long. That's why they're frantically fighting over the middle island. It's a lot of gold on his island. A lot of resources that Lowerty could sell though. And the gold price is still okay. So now he has gold again. We're selling a lot of food. Not taking perfect engagements here. A lot of stone being used on the repairs. But Kelar still has a lot. And that was great fights for Kelar now all between this. And yeah, now berserks get added, but the condos are doing a lot of irritation. And that was used by Kelar to take an amazing fight in the middle of the map. He's holding that island. He has more gold access there. The villagers are still repairing. He's sending more to get that gold. Yeah, that should be really important. I think Kelar is in a way better spot now. I thought Lowerty would take it home after that fight before that, and defending the landing, but he didn't really defend the landing. These two wrecks did a lot. Berserkers there, no upgrades on the Berserkers, so they're actually dying to the Condottiero, who have few large upgrades. And the Berserkers are obviously not elite Berserks, right? So the Kondo are kind of Imperial Age by default. And Lowerty's still taking bad fights here. KD turning slowly back into the favor of Kelar. He has that castle. Now imagine if that castle would have been here. Okay, that's 44 to 40. Okay, that could be another good fight, yeah. Especially because half the army is not fighting for Kelar. This is such a close game. This is a really, really close, really deserving game 5. Maybe I'm just bad at casting islands, but to me, always, islands I never know who's winning. So I like casting islands. Maybe casting would just be better if you don't know the game at all, because then you never know who's winning, so you would enjoy it more. I don't know. But it's a great game, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Elite Cannon. What's that Elite Cannon for Kelar? Did I just see the Elite Cannon upgrade? Castle was one thing there. Now I think Keller's winning. There was another okay fight for Lowerty, right? But the resources look way better for him. Lowerty has no gold access, and he still has trouble with condos. So much rest wasted on Canagan, yeah. And there's a castle drop on his base too. It was so many, like, rest waste on Canagan, yes. But mainly it was wasting the Canagades. Looks like so many of these ships are going down, not many of that. But Lowerty calls the GG. What a close set, what a good set, what a close, great game 5. And Kelar makes it to the top 4, thereby kind of activating a seed. I think he was seed 3, and Lowerty was seed 4, if I'm correct, or seed 5. GG, all played to both of you. Really, really amazing set. Great game 5. And yeah. All the games were really exciting. We saw Sudden Death, we saw Regicide, we saw Empire Wars, we saw RM. And you want to hop in for a winner interview, Mr. Kelar. Nothing worse to micro than galleons? Yeah, longboards are so much easier. They just do whatever they want. Yeah, I think the mistake for Lowerty in the game 5 was maybe making too many cannon galleons, but surely wasting too many cannon galleons. There were like so many cannon galleons that just were just in like odd spots of the map and died. That is also like good positioning by Kelar, right? And good timing on the Imperial Age. Game time kind of allowed him to have main map control in the middle. That made all the cannon galleons go there and die. If you are allowed to be toxic about game 4, well, I can always kick you out of the voice channel if you're being too toxic. Yeah, you're allowed to be a bit whiny about your map creation, yeah. Hop in the voice channel, I drag you. GG, well played. Congrats, Kelar.
Yep, thanks. Well played to Lowerty. It was a really hard set.
Yeah, great set, right? How do you feel playing the set to
you? I mean, I probably should have played some RM before. My Dark Ages were like... Oof. I don't know if you saw that. On Arena, I lost a board to the TC.
Oh, what? Really? No, I didn't watch
yeah,
Arena
yeah,
Dark
I
Age. I
did.
thought, these guys are 1700s in Arena Dark Age. Like, what's gonna happen?
On Golden Pit, I
Oh,
fucked up
fuck.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you fucked up your fast
Yeah,
castle with the walls there on Golden Pit.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
And game 4, I just saw the map and I was already so tilted. Like one wood line completely forward, all my goals completely forward. Then I win water. And if I have one back resource that I can take safely after for the time being where he's in Castle Age and I'm not, if I have one gold that I can take, I'm pretty sure I win this because then I can hold. But this way I couldn't do anything. It was just over. Maybe I should have played the map probably different because you have to play the map, but like map spawns like that shouldn't exist.
Okay, now that we got the complaining out of the way, are you happy you did edge out that set?
What? Sorry?
I just asked you if you're happy with the win in the end and the Alliance game and how everything turned out today.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to play best of 7 RM, but I have to now, so let's see about that.
You get money if you win the next one.
And then I can win against Funny Liquid again. Maybe I'll play some more RM, so my Dark Ages aren't as bad as in this set.
Yeah, you got lucky that I didn't watch your Dark Ages. I just assumed you could play Dark Age. But next time I'll watch when you kill the ball with the TC for sure, and I'll talk about it. Might have to get Fly Like Drago or somebody else. Somebody that wants to roast you as a co-caster. So take a look at that.
Yeah, there was a lot to roast in this set.
Okay, what is there to roast you for in game 1?
Game 1, I think I played game 1 pretty perfectly. That's the only game I'm happy with. Maybe the arena game, but that was just because Bohemians are stupid and overpowered.
Yeah, game 1 was nice defense. Like, his reaction was good, I think, to go, like, when he saw the imp to go massive army. He got ballistics really late, though. But I really like that reaction to him. I thought maybe that's the only chance he has, right? You were boomed, he was 1 TC. Cavalry just were out, though.
Yeah, no, I think Cavalry just, like, if he can't ever go knights against me, I just play defensive and I win. On runestones, at least. So I think at least if he's so far behind in Feudal Age, with the Castle Age time, I mean. I think he was, right?
He was behind you.
Yeah, and then I could just boom and play defensive no matter what he does, and I think if he plays a little bit more aggressive with his Cavalry and runs around my base a bit more, he was just in front of my base all the time. If he splits up a bit more and annoys me at every angle and doesn't allow my TC on gold to go up, I think he wins it.
Yeah, he was just in the north, right? And you just expanded south. Even with the Ethiopian outposts on the 2 neutral goals, I was like, we have a Diablo here.
Yeah, and then in Imp, I played a bit. I was just thinking, okay, this is completely over. He's 1 TC. I killed a lot of his villagers on gold. Like, I should be like 20 vills ahead or something. And I'm Imp and he's not. So, yeah.
You lost some optimizes to his CA mouse on that hill.
Yeah.
Did you not see that? You didn't micro the first one at all. It's just getting more down from the hill there.
To be honest, I just looked at it and thought, yeah, okay. Then he wins that fight. But in my mind, there was no way he wins the game. So, yeah. It was like I nearly threw it with that. I played way too arrogant. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a throwy move. I think I said that at the time. But yeah, overall, like, your game plan worked out, right? And then game 2. What did you think when you saw Aztecs versus Mayans? I'm just interested what to think about the matchup.
I thought, okay, I go full Monk Rush no matter what he does. because I didn't want to play Golden Pit. And then I fucked up everything. Like I fucked up my Dark Age build order because I don't know why I walled like minute 4. I started walling instead of just walling it a bit later.
Challenge der in der MBL there.
Yeah, but then I walled way too big if I'm in. If I do it so late, if I do it so early, and yeah, that was just completely bad played by me. Yeah. It was over after 10 minutes.
I think we thought that there is a chance that a Siege Monk push works, but
No. Siege Monk doesn't work against Eagles at all. Like,
yeah, what do S6 do really? I mean, I'm still questioning what S6 can do.
Eagles and hope, and they have the better eco, so just Eagle fight and Castle Edge. I think they can win. Eagle Siege would have been the play, I think.
But you chose not to go Eagles because you
No, because
so
I don't know.
You didn't have build. You had to do Rex, right?
I didn't have anything. Yeah, like I played it one lumber camp with like 28 villages, which is completely stupid. I don't know. I just didn't think at all.
Okay, you started thinking in game 3 again, I guess.
Yeah, I think Bohemians are beatable, but you need to play really, really well for that. And he isn't the best arena player, I think. So I was fine.
It was funny because actually I trained a bit with Lowerty yesterday. Because I train RM with you're not playing RM, can't train with you, right? And I played Bohemians against his Malay. It was kind of the prediction. And he won that, but I didn't know how long the Hufnitze upgrade takes, so I took a fight with all my bombard cannons when I thought it was gonna hit, and it was not hitting.
I think his only chance is like some weird Castle Age elephant all in or something like that.
Really? Tifa was talking about elephant all in. No.
If I have Haufnitze, he can't do anything. Then I went hand cannon and halberdier just because it's the only way he can kill my Haufnitze if he has either a lot of two-handed or a lot of elephants.
Karambit
So
could have worked.
No.
The overkill from the hand cannons.
But I just need to hit like 5 kilometers away from them to kill them with Haufnitze.
No. I think maybe an earlier like 1 TC all in or
if he does a 1 TC fast im Bombard can play, maybe. I don't really think so. No, I don't know. That maybe could have worked. He definitely needs to play way more aggressive. He had the early aim time even, and then he just shot with two bombard cannons against some stuff. And he went crossbows and then let me get 3 relics. Anyway.
No, you got 2. You got 3.
I got 3.
Yeah, you were really lucky with the relic spawns there. I mean, one was just
I was lucky, yeah. That's true, but if he goes crossbow, I should get like maximum 1 relic if I'm lucky. And he could have denied 2 relics.
You got the conversion there on the like. I think it was an archer still.
I don't know. I think I got 1 crossbow.
Yeah. Yeah, good matchup certainly for the Bohemians, right? And then, you kind of already ranted about the 4 legs game. Were you surprised he picked Sundeath? Or did you pick? Did you pick that? No, he picked Sundeath.
No, he picked that. I don't know. I didn't think much about it. My plan was to sneak a villager to do a dock and then do the monastery and the siege shop with that villager. He found it, so that didn't work. And then like, I don't know. I have to play the map differently, but I never like I don't play much 4 legs, but the map was so stupid. Nothing more to say about that game.
Sorry, there was a knock on the door. Huh? What happened to my game? Well, it doesn't want to play the 4 legs game, so that's lucky for you, I guess.
That's understandable.
And then Islands, were you very worried about the Longboards, I guess, right?
Yeah, I picked Italians, thinking he would go Portuguese. And that was the only stuff I was worried about is Vikings with Italians. I think Vikings are way ahead until late Imperial Age when I have Shipwright and he doesn't.
Mm.
And luckily I got to that point. I think I was way behind in Castle Age.
You were? Yeah, he was too cautious, I think. I think he could have done way more. He backed out of a lot of fights that he could have won in Castle Age, and that kind of saved you. Yeah. I was still really close, right? And that landing, making it through to the 2 barracks, even though he castle dropped your landing, that probably led to him taking a lot of bad fights at the end, because he was like, ah shit, I need to do something against the condos.
Yeah, I just had idle villagers and didn't know what to do with them, so I just sent them over. Yeah, and that worked out pretty good. Well, I think.
Yeah. Do you agree that like you had so much more gold in the end? That was probably because
that
you
was
Shipwright.
No, that was Shipwright. Shipwright is like biggest advantage you can have in late imp with water sieves.
Hey LB11, this is just the winner interview for that, and it's a Regicide Islands game because it's Valhalla Mixed Tournament. Regicide, Sudden Death, RM, and Empire was, and Kelar just won. Made it to the top 4.
Yeah, and because I didn't know what map to pick as my second home map, because Hideout was banned, I just picked Shipwright. Obviously, it makes ships way cheaper. Am I done? No, less wood, so lol. It only affects wood.
It's only less wood?
I don't know.
Really? I had some thought.
No idea why I had more gold. Probably
I think he made a lot of cannon gains and like you had better position in the middle of the map, and then you always picked up lone cannon gains. So I think that cost him a lot of gold. That was like my first explanation. But I also believed you that Shipwright would do gold reduction.
And like I always thought that it was so important to have Shipwright and DM Golden Swarm, but yeah,
Wood still is a factor, I think, and the faster creation. But
way less.
Faster creation speed is way important on Golden Swarm, no?
Yeah, you can just do more dogs. I think. That's why we see like 12, 13 dogs with the Vikings.
And Viking bonus is so much stronger. Yeah, that actually reduces gold, yeah.
And I don't know, did he do a fish boom as well? Because he was up so early, I was wondering.
No, he did only 3 fishing ships.
Okay.
Yeah. Was that like the planned like thing for it to go massive fish boom with the extra wood?
Yeah.
Because it made him be up faster, right? And like kind of skip the fuel age, what Vikings want to do, but fuel age is probably not a thing in Regicide.
Yeah, I don't think you can do fuel age in Regicide Islands. Maybe just snipe the fishing ship.
Yeah. All right. Well played. So you will fight for the first money spot against Kylo next, right? I think, and then Funny.
Yep. I don't know. How's Kylo? Like, what type of player is Kylo?
Oh, he's weird. You're gonna play against another aggressive one, I think.
What is his in-game name?
Kylo. He hasn't played a ranked match in ages, I think.
He's German.
He is German, yeah.
Okay, then I found him.
But I do your research, and then you want to get to that rematch against Funny?
Kind of want to beat him because I threw it completely away the first time we played. But on the other hand, then I have to play like how many? Like 2 best of 7s and 1 best of 9? don't really know if I want that. So let's see.
I want to see it. And good luck with that. And yeah, thanks for the games. Thanks for the interview.
Sure.
And
Thank you
good
for
luck
casting.
on your travels in the AoE2 world.
Thanks.
See you.
See you.